Okay, back again. Sorry for the wait. I know this is probably going to be in another video. That's because I'm kind of new to this, and I have no idea what I'm doing in terms of making videos. So why am I doing this? Well, good time to learn. Anyways, so we have our weather balloon, our radar balloon, really. We have our radar balloon up, and it's telling us that somebody's coming to attack us. It's going to be very, very fun. First thing that we need, though, is a way to counter the attack. I'm going to move this over this refinery area. I'm going to move this over. Give me some room over here. We'll go into refining and everything later on. For now, I'm just going to leave all that there. I'm not going to go into it. Why am I moving it? Because this is where I want my missiles. Yes, I am a missile fanatic. I love missiles. Nothing is better to me than blowing up an opponent from 4.5 kilometers out with a mass of fiery death. Preferably on steroids. So let's put that there, that there. Put that there, put that there. Right, so weapons, weapons, weapons. We're going to have missiles. I like to fire a lot of missiles, and I like to fire them from very, very far away. Why? I don't like getting shot. This is how you survive in the campaign. You kill them before they kill you. The easiest way to do that is to shoot them before they can shoot you. I know, it is a very simple motto. I don't know why more people have not figured this particular trick out. But they haven't. So I'm showing it in a video. There you go. There's the big secret. How do you survive? You kill the other guy before they kill you. Secret's out. Wow, that's a lot of missiles. Yeah, that's the idea. Now, how far are they? How long do I have? I have a very long time to get there. One thing you should know. Actually, we'll get into that later. Because we're going to finish building one of these now. That way I can get into all that stuff. Missile block. These are the missiles themselves. The launch pads, rather. The guide rails. Not the launch pads, that's the launch pad. This is the guide rail. How tall are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Make it up to 5. And then I'm going to have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I hear some of you guys saying, wow, 10, that's a really big missile. And yeah, that's kind of the idea. I want a really big missile. Now, here's the thing. It's not going to have a really big warhead. No, it's mostly going to be fuel. Why? Well, I want to shoot them very far away. I need a lot of fuel to do that, and I need a very large rocket body to carry a large amount of fuel. That's also why I am making a lot of them. The larger the missile, the longer it takes to make a new one. The longer it takes to reload and fire again. So I fire a lot at once to compensate for this. Okay, so you notice that these missile racks have no missiles. That's because I have not added some very critical pieces of equipment. Namely, the missile controller, which is what controls the missile, what lets you make the missiles. I put those in. Oh, look, I have missiles with nothing in them. I still have to build them. But we're not done with the critical equipment yet. I also need an identify friend or foe. This keeps the missiles from hitting, say, my very useful boat over there. Staggered fire add-on. Useful for a variety of reasons. I'm not going to go into them. Just know that they're useful. Space out your volleys, especially if you use explosives, which I tend to. So, We have our missiles. We have our setup, not our missiles. We're going to set up our missiles now. My favorite missile is the following. For our 10 meter missiles, I use a variable thruster up top, only one. I don't change anything for the settings. At the bottom, we have an infrared seeker, 3 fragmentation warheads, 1 explosive warhead. We have an IR camera. We set the IR camera for random block. This has all of the missiles attacking various parts of the target instead of all of them attacking one. It also gives them a chance to ignore flares and heat decoys. Useful. And a 1 turn. This is needed for all vertical missiles. Anytime you launch a missile straight up, you need a 1 turn, otherwise it's not going to turn towards your target. So, 1 turn necessary. For the fragmentation warheads, we set one very, very low, around 3. This is a penetration warhead. Another one very low. The next one very high. Well, not very high, but much higher, around 20. That's to damage as much as possible for the explosive warhead to finish destroying. Next we have the body. What you need for the body? 3 fins. 1, 2, 3, and the rest, fuel. This missile will go about 3.5 kilometers. Also needed, ejector add-ons. Why? Well, the ejectors will shoot the missile up into the air, allowing them to get to their cruise altitude and cruise speed with less fuel, giving them a longer overall range. The downside is this means they cannot attack something close in. So if it's within about 500 meters, they'll miss. It'll be too close. They'll still be making their arc when they pass over the target. So, these are the missiles. These have not been set up yet. Now, what I can do, I could do what I did here and just go in there, set it all up manually, or for a moment, I can get rid of this and connect these, then go over here and hit assign to all same length missiles. These are now the same as these. Then I get rid of the connectors here. I add in a control here, and I can now fire them separately. But wait, look, I can't fire anything. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. I don't have any weapons here. Why? Well, I don't have a fire control system. To do that, go to Control, Fire Control Computer. I'm going to put it right over here in front of the missile block. Exit build mode, and now I can fire them. I have, you can see over here the little thing, I have 8 cannons that I can fire and 10 missiles that I can fire. What if I don't want to fire my missiles with my cannons? Well, I go down here, I hit this, and I hit 1. Now when I have slot 1 selected, I can fire these missiles. And slot 2 will fire these missiles. But what if I want them to fire on their own? Do we have room for that? Oh yeah, we have plenty of time. What if I don't want them to fire? What if I don't want to fire them manually? What if I want them to fire on their own? Well, for that, we need to set up an AI. First step for that, a local weapon control. It does exactly what it says it does. It controls a local weapon. Now, this will help set what targets you do and do not want your missile to attack. Minimum range, like I said, anything within about 400, 500 it can't hit, so I want it to ignore that. Anything within 450 it's not going to attack. Maximum range. Well, there's no point in having it attack at 5,000 meters. You'll notice 5,000 means no limit. That is because outside of 5,000 meters you cannot start a battle. You must be within 5,000 meters to begin a battle. Does that mean you shouldn't build anything that can go beyond 5,000? No. You can build things that go 6,000, 7,000, and they do have a use. It can go past the target and then turn around, like some torpedoes. If they miss, they'll be able to turn around and come back. That's always useful. But these missiles, I don't want that happening. I'm just going to have them not attack anything that's that's outside of 3,500, 3,400. Minimum altitude. Missiles have trouble going underwater unless you give them a torpedo propeller. These don't have that, so I want it to ignore anything that's too far underwater. They're 10 meters long, they can go a short distance underwater. So anything under -4, under 4 meters below sea level, I don't want it to attack. Maximum altitude? Nah, I don't care how high it is, these things will go there. Maximum speed? Please. Minimum number of blocks to engage. Well, no, I want it to attack anything. And we'll do the same over here. Minimum range, 450, 460. Maximum range, 3,500. Minimum altitude, -4. Well, anything below -10, really. Maximum altitude, don't worry. But they still will not fire on their own. Why? You need an AI core, an AI mainframe. Without this, the local weapon controller can't do anything. Now you can connect one wirelessly. A wireless receiver here, and putting a wireless transmitter here, this core is now controlling both sets of missiles. That's how you set up a wireless one, for those of you wondering. I can further customize it with AI cards. We'll make a front-back card here. Missiles, well, you don't need to worry about these. These are for controlling actual vessels, same as the Fortress AI here, the Patrol AI, propulsion balancing. These are the ones for your weapons. Target prioritization, aim point selection, target tracker association. Now, I don't have radar. I don't have a target tracker, so this I can't use. Aim point selection, you don't use these with missiles, you use these with lasers and cannons. What I can do is target prioritization. For these long-range missiles, what I want them to do is I want them to attack things that are low. I don't want them to attack, say, a fighter. So I'm going to make it neutral on that. Speed, don't really worry about that. Range, I want them to value things that are far out. So I want them to attack things that are far. I want the range set up to a higher value. Value per weapon, yes, I want you to value things that have a lot of weapons first. That's how I want this to set. Value per block, I don't really care how big it is, so much as I do care about how many weapons it has, how far away it is, and how fast it's moving. Value per crew, per player, don't worry about that. Per propulsion, again, I don't really care. Per engine, yeah, I really don't care about that either. So now these settings are being applied to both of these missiles. And they are in range, they are within 5 kilometers, but I'm going to do one more thing. I am going to build another set of missiles here, and these are going to be special missiles, special for me. As soon as I get the missiles in, yeah. I know where the missiles are. Missile blocks, set these facing upwards. You know what? I can actually go mirror mode here to help speed things up. I did not mean to get rid of that either. There we go. I know what I'm doing, I swear. I know what I'm doing. I'm going to go into keyboard mode here. I keep missing. There. Whoops. Forgot about that part. And I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. And again, we want to have our... Whoops. Forgot those. We want to have our missile controller here. Be sure it has to touch sideways. Touch to the sides. If it touches to the front, the back, or the top, it's not going to connect. Has to touch the sides. Oh, it does touch the front. Has to touch the sides or the front, otherwise it won't connect. If I put one here, not connected. It's got to touch to the front or the sides, otherwise it won't connect. Our IFFs, because I don't want to shoot my own ship. Staggered fire. And now I'm going to do something different with these that I did to the compared to what I did to the other ones. I'm going to extend this all the way up to here. For what reason? Well, I am going to put on... I'm going to make these next ones laser guided. This means that they will not follow a flare, which these guys love to use. Really quick, I'm going to get rid of these two. Going to connect over here and over here, because in the interest of time, these guys are bearing down on me, and while you build a missile, they will be coming after you. For the entire time I've been building these enemies have been getting closer. And they're already within attack range, so they're already getting... So they were already close to begin with, relatively. That being done, I go down here, I get rid of the camera, and I add another fuel tank. This gives me a little extra room, a little extra range. And here I add a laser designator receiver. It shoots whatever the missile block is pointing at. Add that, assign to all. And same here. Get rid of the camera, add a fuel tank, and instead of the infrared seeker, laser designator receiver. Aim at our lasers only. This means it will only aim at the lasers that are connected to it directly. I can have it attack the vehicle laser, I can have it attack the lasers from the rapier, but I want it to only aim at ours. Assign to all. Alright, that's done. We have this up. What I'm going to do, I am going to have the rapier move away. And then I'm going to have the fishing hole engage. It's plenty. It's a... Oh, wait, did I set the control... did I set the local... I did not set local weapon controllers. Silly me. I have not set local weapon controllers. These weapons won't fire, will they? These weapons will not fire. Right, so, wireless receivers. Here. Here. Now I don't have to have my own core here. I do need to set the minimum ranges again. The maximum ranges. I have a little more room on this one, so they'll attack at 3750. Minimum altitude, again, -7. Minimum range, 450. Maximum range, 37. Because I have that one extra fuel tank. Minimum altitude of -4. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to save this. And we're going to watch this thing fight. And begin the battle. Oh, one thing to note. Battle size. This is how many blocks, how big the how many blocks are going to be in the battle at one time. The lower you set it, the fewer vehicles will be in there. For people like me that have a multi-core computer, this game does not yet support multi-core threading, so I have to set it a little lower than most. I can't have it up to 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. I usually have to set it a little under 10,000, otherwise I can jam during a fight, and that's just... it really pisses me off. I don't get huge fleet-on-fleet action, but I can fight, which is fun. You'll notice there are multiple ships, that's why I had to do that. Oh, look, they're firing on their own. They're within 3,700, but these other guys are not firing, so they're not quite within 3,500 yet. And you'll notice the laser beams are aiming straight over this way. Right at this ship. Any minute now, we will be seeing our missiles coming over here. Hopefully, they will deal some damage. Missiles were nerfed a little bit in the last patch, so they won't do tremendous damage that they used to do, but I'm firing enough of them that it should still destroy them before they get within cannon range. I know I'm a risk taker. Maybe not. I kind of hit something critical there. Oh, AI is already dead. Now you get to see that little trick that I mentioned earlier. When this hits 0, or rather when it goes under 0, it starts to despawn. I hit escape. This ship despawns. It spawns another ship. I'm pointing at my screen. Why am I pointing at my screen? You can't see me pointing at my screen. This ship despawns. It spawns another ship over here, and my missiles that are already in flight and we're tracking this ship will now track the next ship instead of uselessly just hitting and damaging the body of a ship that was blowing up. However, this ship is a little farther out, and the other missiles may not make it. Ooh, it spawned both ships. Ooh, fast guy, fast guy, fast guy. Yes, please, get within range of these guys before they run out of fuel and fall into the ocean uselessly. Oh no, they ran out of fuel! Hey, can you be a sport and run over those guys? No? Oh, you're turning to avoid them, you little jerk. Come on. Oh yes! These guys still hit it! These guys still made it! The laser missiles still had room to make this ship. To make this ship. Punched a nice little, neat little hole in here. I can hit the map. I can see where my missiles are. These green dots are my missiles. Red X is where that guy got hit. If they fire, you'll see theirs as red dots. Another view available, if I hit E during the battle, you get the overhead map view for those of you that like the Command and Conquer style viewing. Personally, I like this. I like to move around and see the damage as it's done. Like I said, this is my favorite part of the game, not the building. It's watching everything blow up. So I like moving around and seeing the explosions and the damage. It pleases my inner destructive megalomaniac. You'll notice that my missiles are coming in smaller and smaller volleys. That is because I only had 900 ammunition, and missiles are very ammunition hungry. So, really, to do this properly, I'm using up like 130, 140 ammunition per missile. More than that, really. Yeah, I'm using about 200 ammunition per missile. So I should have a much higher ammunition cache. Cache? Is it a cache? Is it a cache? Do I say ammunition cache? I don't know anymore. Ammunition storage. To use missiles, I didn't have time for that yet. Regardless, you can see we are still a long ways out, and these guys are pretty much dead. So, yeah, nothing to worry about yet. Thankfully, they don't have heat decoys or anti-missile laser systems. They're not going to have them this fast in... they're not going to have them this fast into the campaign, but they will have them eventually, so we're going to need to plan for that. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Come on, hit the hole, hit the hole, hit the hole. Nice. Oh, hit the captain's quarters. There used to be a captain here. Or, well, a place for a captain. There used to be a place for a captain. Now there isn't. How did you miss? You went right over the top. The thing is 100 feet long. Ah, nighttime. Honestly, I wish I could, see a little bit better at night. I don't like night. I can't see anything. Thankfully, night is very, very short. It's already daybreak. Oh, he's dead. So I hit escape. He's gone. Battle's finished. like I said, you need more ammunition for this. So what I'm going to do, the last thing I'm going to do today for this video, I'm going to come over here and we're going to expand our ammunition depot. Depot, that was the word I was looking for. Depot! Why did I not remember that word earlier? Depot, depot, depot. I'm adding some metal here as armor because if ammunition is shot, well, there are very predictable results. Namely, it blows up. And A, that sucks, B, that hurts. So yeah, avoid your ammunition storage blowing up at all costs. Literally. You cannot spend too much money to make sure that your missiles don't blow up while they are in your base. That your ammunition doesn't blow up while it's in your base. You want it to explode when it goes to say hi to the other guy, not while it's still here. I'm going to remove these because it's kind of exposed. I mean, wood is, yeah, okay, it's not as easy as it used to be, but it's still not that great. Yeah, you'll notice what I did there, that quick fill. If you hit the F key in an enclosed area, mostly enclosed, doesn't have to be enclosed this way, but it's enclosed to both sides, the bottom, the top, and one direction this way, it will fill this area with as many of whatever block you have as it can. Like that. There it is again. And I now have 5,900 ammunition. Much more than I had before. Not enough. Personally, I'm going to go for a little bit more. I'd like to have around 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, that area. So I'm going to add a little bit more. I'm going to add a little bit more here. You know what the annoying thing is? When I'm done with all this, I'm actually going to be building another fortress. This is all just to survive, literally. Okay, there we go. We have 8,000, almost, ammunition. We have missiles that can hit from 3,500 yards out, meters out. Oh, right, I also need to salvage the wreckage. I'm going to send the rapier out there. He'll come over here, he'll gather what he does. Resource mode. Yeah, he's not going to carry anything with him. What is this? Oh, that's my weather balloon. Set my weather balloon to its maximum altitude. That way I get the best radar coverage available. Whoa! Hello. Well, we'll deal with this guy in the next video. I got too close and called somebody out of this. These numbers here, those are areas that are reinforced by enemy units. The numbers are the amount of power that you can have. That one was 23, so I have a force of, with a strength of 20 coming after me, consisting of 3 ships. What 3 ships? I'm curious to know. Hey, hey, hey. Huh. I can't seem to... Oh, okay. Defiant. Partisan. And begin battle setup because he's over the kick. Oh, an Essen. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and fight them. Why not? I've gone this far. Why not continue to fight them? We'll go over here. Be sure to remember that whatever unit you have selected when you click this is the unit that we'll be fighting. Now, he's far enough away that if I were to accidentally attack with the rapier, which I don't want to do against these 3 ships, I can still cancel the battle without losing him. He's far enough away to do that. But if you're being blockaded and you do that, you stand a chance to take damage or lose a ship or a fortress if that's what you have. Now, he's still far out. How far out is he? Well, here's how you know. These blocks are 5 kilometers. He is within 5 kilometers because you can attack him. So here to here is, I'm pretty much in the middle. Here to here is about 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers. So he's still outside of my maximum range. I'm going to multiply the game speed by 10. Let him get in closer. That way we can attack him before this video hits like 45 minutes. Going 3 meters a second for, 1,000 meters, 3,000 meters. It's going to take him some time. So we speed up the game to help him get closer. Help him. To help him get close enough for me to kill him. And then we start the battle. The fishing hole versus these 3 guys. Battle begins. He is within 3,700 meters because, you know this, because these guys are firing. But did all 8 fire? That is the question. No, they did not. Okay, one more trick to show you guys, and that is how to move faster than your missiles. Well, one way is to hold shift, but if you have a very fast missile, that won't cut it. If you're moving and you say hit escape, you pause the game, but your camera keeps moving. As long as you were moving when you hit the pause button, you can keep moving. So in essence, you can actually move faster than a laser. If you want to see all the carnage and whatnot, as I do, before it starts happening. Just start moving, hit escape, and then hit shift, and you move very, very fast. How far away are they? Oh, well, they're very, very close now. Okay, there they are. I love this part. Ah, the slowdown. I hit something critical. I hit a powder magazine. Oh, nighttime, darn you. Darn you, nighttime. I want to watch this. I want to see these things blow up. Curse you, nighttime. Keeping me from seeing this beautiful destruction. And on the other hand, explosions at night also looks cool. So does the lightning. No, there's no explosion over there. That's actually how it's supposed to look. For those of you wondering. Oh, yay, the next guys are coming. You'll see these missiles are coming much, much faster this time, now that I have enough ammunition for it. Let's see, 2, 1, 0. And now, I click escape, this despawns, this guy is still here, so any missiles that are in flight will now track the guy over here instead of continuing to pummel the body of a dead ship. These guys don't know the meaning of the phrase, to beat a dead horse, they think it's literal. Oh, now he turns away. Run away! Run away! Oh, wow, that was quick. I hit the AI. Yeah, when the AI is dead, they're really dead. Unless they have multiple AI cores, when you shoot the AI, that's it. They're gone. And he's in the negatives. I hit this. He despawns. All missiles in flight. Now track ship number 3. Oh, isn't this a cute little ship? Look at this. He has a huge cannon on the front. He's like the little guy trying to be all big and tough, and wow, that was a big boom. How? How did you miss? This thing is it's 40 meters long, and you missed. I mean, it's dead, but you missed. Sheesh. Okay. One last time, we're going to pick up the salvage. There are no more forces here. I don't have to worry about spawning another attack fleet. Hey, leveled up again! Remember what I told you about 250% bonus to experience points? Yeah, useful. And bring him back. He dumps all the stuff into here. Somewhat. Yeah, 0, 0, 0. And we're going to call that a day. Play these out-of-play forces. We have missiles that hit from 3.5, 3.7 kilometers out. We have our new refinery. We have a better crystal farm. You need crystal for, say, lasers and shields and all that cool stuff. Next time we'll probably work on our engine next time and expand our resources a bit, our resource gathering a bit. All right, well, until next time. Later.